Hello, I'm Paul here. Today I'm going to give you guys a combination strategy. Now, if you guys seen some of my previous videos, I've mentioned this strategy in other videos. So if you want to know more about them, definitely check my other videos. But this strategy kind of uses a strategy that I've talked about in a previous video mixed with some other things. So it works really well, especially it works really well for futures, because I tested it last night, and I did a futures trade for XRP, and I let it run overnight, and I actually earned a little bit of XRP while I was sleeping. So I'll show you that, and I'll show you the actual strategy that I did to do that. So this strategy in particular, I'm not going to be doing both, but it's more focused on futures and kind of how to grow your crypto doing it that way. But this same strategy will also work for doing options trading. So anyway, let me show you the strategy, and I'll give you a little bit of proof of what I made last night using this strategy. Okay, so if we look at yesterday, we'll notice that I did a XRP short, and this was while I was sleeping. I made 140. That's 100. This I think is my biggest win so far doing this. My biggest percentage so far that I've made in a day is about 26%. So my goal is to aim for higher for that, but that is actually how much I made while I was sleeping. So I made 140 XRP, and I made 26%. So it was a good trade, and I made it when I wasn't even looking at the charts. So now let me show you another strategy. Well, let me go to the strategy and kind of show you, because I do have one going for Bitcoin right now, but I don't have a lot on Bitcoin on the futures trade. But I'll show you that is currently active. But let me just show you the strategy real quick. Okay, the strategy is real simple. All you have to do is set up the rainbow strategy. And the rainbow strategy, if you guys refer to a lot of other videos, because I've talked about it, I'll go, I'm not going to go really too much in detail about setting up the rainbow strategy. But you basically got to set up your EMAs. You got your 20. Well, let me load them up real quick. You got your 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and 55. Those are the EMAs that you need for the rainbow strategy to get it looking like this. And you also need the MACD and the RSI to make this work. So the first thing you got to do is you got to use the rainbow strategy to identify the trend for the day. So the first thing you got to identify for this to work is you got to know the overall direction that everything is going. And you could basically do this two different ways. You could, you can follow just the rainbow strategy, and you can come in when it crosses and do it that way, like I've talked about in other videos. Or you can just do this method of, you just need to find the overall trend, and what can we figure out that Bitcoin is currently doing right now. Bitcoin is in a downtrend. You can tell. All the EMAs, all the lines here are going straight. It's a straight. They may go and do a little correction, but then it comes back down. If the lines remain straight, you'll know that that is the direction that it is going currently. So even with little bounces, you know that it is still a downtrend. Like right now, it is green. It is just a little correction. As long as all these lines are headed in the same direction and going down, it is a downtrend. So what is the next thing that you have to do once you have identified the trend? So let's look at your RSI. What you want to look for, knowing that the trend is in a downtrend, you want to look at your MACD, and you have to wait. You have to wait for, wait for it to go up a little bit for a little correction, and then you wait for it to cross down or in that direction that the trend is going. So since the direction of Bitcoin is going down, what I want to look for is when the MACD is crossing down, and that is when my signal to get in. So the exit point is, it's really up to you. You can exit out after you get a little bit of gains, or you can ride this out a little bit and see how it goes, or you can look at your RSI and see if it's crossing back up. If the RSI is crossing, in this situation, we're in a downtrend. So if the RSI starts heading back up towards 50 and above, that is a signal that it is exiting the downtrend and entering more of an uptrend, and that is a signal to get out when everything starts going up. But as long as your RSI is headed down in that same direction, the MACD is down in that same direction, you'll most likely catch a big drop, or either a big drop or a big push up. Now, to show you what I did this morning is I didn't notice the downtrend of Bitcoin. Now, I don't have a lot on Bitcoin right now for futures trading. I just have a small amount, so my wins won't be that big, but we can notice that Bitcoin is in a downtrend. So I got in around here for a short, and I'm just currently waiting it out. Now, from what I can tell here, we're still in a downtrend. Nothing has convinced me that we are in an uptrend, even though we have slight times where it tries to come back up. I'm not going to change my mind unless the 20 EMA is up here. But you may want to get out before then. So let's just look at a couple other times. Let's look at XRP real quick. I'm going to show you XRP. We can look at that real quick, see how this relates to it all. But before I go to XRP, let's just look at my Bitcoin trade. I have one going here. See how it's doing. Okay, so it needs to go down just a little bit more. But anyway, no biggie. I don't have a lot on Bitcoin right now, but just stacking up those sats. But anyway, for XRP, we can tell with everything that this is a downtrend. It's still a downtrend. So what I would do for XRP is I would wait for the MACD to cross down. Since we know the direction right now and it looks like a downtrend, I would wait for the MACD to cross down, and then that would be my entry point. And then after that, I would just pay attention to the RSI and the overall chart to see what my exit point is. You can also look at the histogram here, and once it starts turning into the white area, it signals a change of direction. So that is another thing that you need to consider. So anyway, this is kind of the strategy that I did that generated me, see, what was it? I made 140 XRP last night, so that by XRP's price right now, that's about $70 that I made while I was sleeping. So this strategy does work really well. Anyway, if you guys like this video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in future videos.